Welcome back, friends and family of the RNG team. We are back in the RNG arena and we're watching another match today in 5, 3, 2, 1, unpause. We are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. I'm Iceman Joker, and with me again is of course Festive Long Johns, who brought us this new replay. It's something special. What do you got for us, Festive?
Yeah, today we have a fantastic game versus the Machine the Machine versus Jesulin. We've got the Machine playing as the U.S. Forces and Jesulin playing as the Austere. At the time of this game, I believe the Machine was ranked somewhere around 20 for his U.S. Forces play. And obviously Jesulin, well-known winner of the Alienware tournament, one of the best players in the game. He was ranked number 4 at the time of playing this game. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, really top tier play today.
Yeah, a little bit of something different. We got a little guest replay analysis going on here.
Yeah, we
No
thought,
RNG members tonight this time, so
yeah, for change we have yeah, some non-RNG players facing off against each other, and yeah, I guess we'll have fun watching these guys.
yeah, I'm in for we're in for a ride today, guys. We already have a doctrine selection by Jesulin. We've seen this from him before and from some other top tier players actually. He has gone Ostrupen.
Oh, that's really interesting. Doctrine, which you haven't seen that much around in the last time, I think. Yeah, unless the last patch.
Yeah, the most recent patch we saw a pretty significant buff to the Ostrupen's combat performance. So we'll see how this plays out. I've seen Loveness go to Ostrupen to good effect recently, and
Oh
it's been
yes,
really interesting to watch.
I saw him playing against our guy Sheepy. That was an interesting match with Ostroupen. I also think that maybe the changes to the Ostia tier 4 were maybe an indirect buff to Ostrom, if you can like say that, because it's easier, let's say, to play without the call-in of the Tiger, because you have like a better Panther now. I don't know, maybe that's what I would say.
Yeah, gives a little more late game viability. We're going to see how they function here against these rifles. We've had one rifle squad in the middle here already force off an Ostrupen squad. Pioneers getting it up close for that damage. They're going to be forced off as
Oh
well.
yeah, that's actually pretty close getting away there over that cover.
We've got an MG squad called in for Jesulin. He has now 3 Ostrupen, an MG, and a Pio squad. This rifle in the middle is getting awfly low.
Yeah, he's
really risking here.
There we go, retreats coming. We also got, that's also interesting, a 4th rifle on the way for Machine, so yeah, that's kind of unconventional. Most players just go for 3 rifles and then fast lieutenant because it's so damn effective, but we see 4 rifles this time.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. 4 rifles.
Yeah.
Do we have a doctrine choice from the Machine yet?
Yes, we got a doctrine choice. Right as you say, we got the rifle company chosen with the rifleman training and the easy 8s in the end. So yeah, kind of fits to that.
We'll see. We're going to have Ostrupen versus vetted riflemen. It's going to be a Ostrupen are just going to they're going to really rely on the MG, I think.
But
they're not going to be able to stand up to riflemen on their own without the support of the MG42.
yeah, I agree. But the thing is, somehow Machine, I don't think he called in some elite riflemen that were just normal build riflemen. I think at least the last squad he called in could have been elite rifleman, but it wasn't. Maybe he wanted to save up some manpower or something, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he just chose his doctrine a little late and decided,
Yeah,
alright, that's what I'm going to go with.
Yes. We got a flamer for the Pioneers, so they are able to get out the re-echelons out of that house.
But yep, interesting. I really like that decision from Jesulin. It gives him a little bit more combat potency early in the game, and against Americans, you don't really have to worry about mines as much as you would against Soviets, so a little less risky going an early flamer.
Yes. And now Jesulin is capping Machine's fuel. He has his own fuel control, so yeah, he's going for the cutoff as well. So I guess soon the US player will be cut off from pretty much all his resources. Except at one strat point.
Yep, a lot of pressure from the Osttrooper early on. He's got these two riflemen in the middle. He's gonna be really pressured to pull off some good flanks with these Osttrooper covering the MGs.
Yes. But the Austrian not flanked now, so it shouldn't be too hard to get his cutoff back if he's not like getting an MG42 really fast there. It's moving up now, but yeah, it's not in range to pin the cutoff. It's also down to 3 men, whysoever. Maybe he just thought I need it on the field quicker. I can't afford reinforcing it to the full squad members. I don't know.
Yeah, I find myself doing that occasionally as well.
Yeah.
Got an MG42 set up in the middle, covered by these Flame Pioneers, also supported by a couple Osttroopen squads and another MG on the right flank. This rifle squad is going to try and retake his native fuel. He's going to pressure these Osttroopen here, hiding behind that tractor. Going to put a lot of damage down in a hurry, though.
Yeah, we got a second MG for Jesulin, is that correct? I think it's setting up at the Eastern Fuel now.
Yep, we have 2 MGs and 3 Osttroopen. Jesulin is retaking the middle while we're seeing the lieutenant is looking like he's going to set up a flank on this MG. It's going to reposition, but the machine has a rifle squad about to peek around this hedge. Going to be a nasty little surprise for this MG. This
that
is
was a nice
flank
flank
here.
Yeah, really cool flank. Also, the Flamer is in bad shape on red cover and low health. He needs to get out there. There we go. That was a nice flank. He pushed him off the field pretty hard. Also, he's harassing his fuel right now with a rifleman on the left, which is a pretty good decision in my opinion, because he needs something more than an Osttrooper squad to stop him from doing that.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's going to need something more than an Osttrooper squad. The key here, I think, for the machine is going to be to try and spread the field.
Yes.
Osttrooper are not all that effective out on their own. Really need the support of MGs. He actually has managed to cut has managed to cut Jesulin off from the fuel on the right, and is now down to just the 3 strat points and the muni points. So Machine's managed to recap a good chunk of the map here.
Yeah.
And it looks like he just has a swarm of riflemen on the field. Good lord. How many rifles are we up to now?
He built another squad. He has now 4 squads on the field. 5 squads on the field, sorry. Yeah,
the rifle squads.
Yeah, the most recent squad was an elite squad, but yeah, that's a lot of manpower he has now.
Yeah, he's matching the field presence of the Osttroopen with just for every Osttroopen you want to get, I'm gonna get another rifle. It's fine with me.
And I think what you can see here is now what Osttroopen are doing. I mean, in the first minutes, Jesulin just kept the whole map of them, but then he wasn't really able to hold the territory he kept because the riflemen are definitely just outgunning the Osttroopen. I think that's what happened. So yeah, the map control kind of flipped. We got both fuels, if not connected, but at least kept by Machine now.
Yep, this MG is trying to reposition on the left, going to get forced off, doesn't have enough time to set up. An interesting decision here from Jesulin. We've got a 251 half-track.
Oh, that's interesting.
I love that unit. That is one of my favorite units to play as Austere.
Yes.
Ever since Western Fronts came out, I loved the forward reinforced points at the U.S. forces and the Oberkommando have. It really allows you to keep great field presence, and the 251 half-track is kind of the austere variant of that. And you know, with Osttroopen, they're super cheap to reinforce. They're kind of meant to just stand in cover and be giant meat shields, and they kind of give Jesulin a little bit of fire support here with the Pintle MG and the reinforced capabilities. Let's see if he's going to do the classic the cutoff push here on the North Longris cutoff, this half track.
Yeah, the Machine is now starting to get flamers on his rifles. He's 1 squad equipped with flamers so far, and he also got his ambulance out, so he's able to heal them up, which is really important if you got so much infantry. But all in all, it's not looking like he's going for a really fast light vehicle like an AA half-track on M20. We are 9 minutes in game, so yeah, it won't be that fast. That's kind of interesting, something different, more rifles and not these fast vehicles.
Not a bad call. Osttroopen all have access to Panzerfaust. It's kind of risky, you know. You're not going to bleed him that hard. An M20 might, you know, an M20 or an M15 might be able to force him off the field, but really the manpower losses from killing Osttroop models is not that great, and you're putting him at risk with the Panzerfaust being everywhere. So
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good call by Machine, just going infantry heavy against Osttroop.
He also
Looks
takes
like he's
he takes fragnates now to maybe flank the MG42s with smoke as well. So yeah, fragnates for Machine.
okay.
I mean, with 5 rifleman squads and lieutenant squad, you definitely have enough squads to use the nades.
Yeah, this is a really munitions-heavy map too. We're seeing the first smoke nade go off, forcing the MG to reposition. Jesulin is just everywhere. I want to make a note about how good his micro is, because I watched probably the first 15 minutes of this game on his stream, and my lord, the amount of units that you have to command playing Osttroop is just staggering, and it's definitely not an easy strategy to pull off. But as we all know, Jesulin is one of the best players in the game. It was fun to watch him at work.
Yeah.
And this game is just manic, man. There are units everywhere, decaps all over the place.
It's action going on all over the field. It's even really hard to capture all the action because it's just going on everywhere. Really intense game. It's hard to micro, in my opinion. If you have to like micro all over the map, it's easy to like miss nades or stuff like that.
Yeah, right now, I mean, neither fuel is even controlled by either player.
Yeah.
they're both being decapped by the Machine, but he has nothing to connect them.
Yeah,
That might be a medic bunker going up for Jesulin.
Yeah, that's a good decision. I mean, that might be what happens when the really strong early riflemen hit the Osttrooper, which are also really favored in the early game. So yeah, two early game units hitting the field. Maybe that kind of explains the map being kept all over and over again.
And we'll see if Jesulin starts to creep up here with this half track. He's got a nice position here in the middle. The majority of the Machine's forces are now back at his base, reinforcing. He doesn't want to overextend. Again, Osttroop are primarily defensive units, so it's really going to be a matter of just slowly creeping forward with that half track. Grenade going in on the building just as the Osttroop climb in, but seem to be doing fine. Now we've got the Pioneers going to try and decap.
Yes.
There's a lot of firepower shortly outside of his cutoff. He's probably going to get shut down here.
Yeah, that should be too much for the Pioneers, but they planted 2 telemines, one in the road in the middle and the other one next to the house on the right. So yeah, he's preparing for vehicles. And I really started liking telemines as Ost here, because often the American players don't really expect telemines, and they sometimes even lose the rear echelons because of their mostly weak combat performance. So they won't have any minesweepers in, and for the like light vehicles and the vehicles, even the T4 vehicles, tellers are just a huge danger.
Yeah, they really are. It's good to see that use, especially with Osttroop and with the fuel to munitions transfer. You're really not going to be worrying about munitions. You can just build most mines with impunity.
Yeah.
Seeing some more really nice use of smoke, negating the effect of these MGs. But Jesulin's doing a good job. He's managed to hold most of the field throughout, or at least it's been split 50-50. His MGs are doing a good job locking down sectors. We've got the Machine really kind of focusing on the left side here, just ignoring the middle. Jesulin's pretty dug in there.
Yeah.
He has the manpower units, or he has the the field presence to really harass the entire map.
Yeah, we got, like you said, we got Jesulin pretty much stuck in now in the middle, and probably that's why the Machine is going for Scott now. Howitzer carriage.
Oh, we got a fast Major. Wow, yes. 14 minutes in, Major's already on the field. Yeah, M8 is exactly what he needs. A little mobile indirect fire.
Skipped all of the
rifle squad going down at the cutoff here on Jesulin's cutoff.
Yeah. Yeah, we got skipped any other vehicle and a possible captain tech to get a fast Major and then a fast Scott out. I wonder how that works out. I mean, it's even good against the half track if it managed to fire at it directly.
Yeah, it's an excellent choice. I mean, as the U.S., I find rushing a major is almost never a bad decision. US Tier 4 is really strong, especially when you can get it out in the first 15 minutes of the game. And can really do a lot of work. We'll see what he does with it here, but like the map is split basically 50-50. We've got this half track really solidifying the middle of the field here. Jesulin's just not going anywhere. It's just this M8 is probably going to start working him out of the middle of the field.
Yeah.
But this field presence that he has and these Osttroopers are just a nuisance, really. I mean, they're not racking up that many kills. 7 kills on one squad, 4 kills on the other. But they really are just impeding the machine's ability to really move in this area of the map. And I think it could be an excellent strategy if he can force that cutoff. But again, the machine has the field presence to just stretch that left side of the field. And he's actually had that fuel on the other side for a while now. So he's kind of negating that field presence by just capping the flanks.
He also... another fact you should consider is that the Osttroopers, they are reinforcing really quickly. So if you got a half track around, like let's say 2 Osttrooper squads, it's really hard to push them off the field if they got some kind of support, because even if they lose some men, they can just pretty much immediately replace them. That's insane.
Yeah, that's why they're so great against snipers. Looks like Jesulin has skipped Tier 3. He's actually teched up to Tier 4, but the building has yet to go up. So he's just going straight for Tier 4. Probably going to see a Panther. Maybe if we're lucky, a Broombar. I've yet to see a Broombar in action. I would love to see that.
Yeah, that would be cool, a Broombar. I'd like to see that. I mean, it might be even really good. I mean, there's not that much of anti-tank. I mean, basically, it's just the Scott that can do anything in their teammates yet. So, yeah, he would have a good run with the Broombar probably.
Looks like we got the VPs are almost even.
Yeah.
It's 382 to 396. So the Scott's taking shots at this little defensive line he's got here. He wants to. His primary target right now is that pack. If he can clear that pack, that Scott's got basically free reign. Has nothing to worry about until his Tier 4 vehicle hits the field. Which, by the way, Jesulin has just now teched Tier 4, and it looks like an Osttrooper squad just went down.
Yeah, I think that was in the middle by shot down by the Scott. Should be the M8. Yeah. Yes, 4 kills. No vet yet.
We have 2 MGs, 2 Flamer Pyos, 2 Osttroopers, a pack, and a half track for Jesulin. And this Scott is just lobbing shots with impunity here.
Yeah,
he just wailing away.
Yeah, the AT gun just can't really get in range. It's kind of outranged all the time, and also Machine also rebuilded his rifle squad, so he has again 5 rifle squads on the field.
Yep, one of the nice benefits of the elite infantry commander, just replace your rifles with more vetted rifles.
Yes, indeed.
Doesn't even matter. Oh, I lost a rifle squad. I'll call another one in.
Yeah.
Got that on him.
Yeah, it's really funny. All of his 5 rifleman squads are at Vet 2 now. Even the lieutenant is on Vet 2. So yeah, might have some Vet 3 squads in a second.
Yep. I'm sorry. Jesulin is managing to decap the fuel on the left and is now going to try and contest this fuel on the right here. Yeah. He's only moving in with a Pioneer squad. He doesn't have a lot to support him, so he's really basically just stalling. At the moment, Jesulin is floating 205 fuel, so he can take his pick of the litter as far as what Tier 4 vehicle he goes with, and it looks like he just now decided to go with a Panther.
Yeah, so I guess that's a good call, because I think the Machine might go for an Easy 8 now, because he's saving up a lot of manpower and 145 fuel. So yeah, he might go for an Easy 8 to follow up. And there we go, Easy 8 on the field.
Alright,
just
there it is.
When he reaches enough fuel, so yeah, that might be interesting. Panther versus Easy 8.
Ooh, 18-8 off on the half track. This Osttrooping squad in the middle is in trouble. He's taking fire from both of these rifles, although supported by the MG42.
That was really close, but it seems like he managed to get out of there. Vet 3 Osttrooping squads, elite Osttrooping. There we go. The the Sherman moves in the Easy 8 and misses all the mines.
Yeah, he totally dodged those tellers.
Yeah,
That
misses
was
all the
quite lucky.
mines late.
His only real target right now is the 250 half track. He's going to have to back off, though. That pack reposition takes his first shot. Two riflemen squads forced off the field by that MG42, but they're being flanked by a third rifle here. Going to reposition, shouldn't be in any danger here. And now the Panther has hit the field. We've got the Panther versus the Easy 8 and the M8 Scott. I'm going with the Panther on this one.
That should be interesting.
And so is Jesulin. He moves it right to the cutoff. Oh, and the rear armor facing against the Easy 8. Oh, man, immediately goes down to 50% health. Good lord.
Yeah,
second shot's going in. Down to 20% health. He's going to back away from this one. Smoke.
We got
going
railway
in.
on the base.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Takes off a major bodyguard.
Yep. He's going to dodge this one. The railway already it just takes so long to fall. It's really, I mean, unless you're barraging an HQ and you're hoping to get lucky, I find it to be pretty lackluster.
Yes. Yeah, it's just not that hard to dodge, even if you're not noticing it immediately when it's called in. You still have a lot of time to dodge it, even if the first shell already landed. It just takes a long time for the shells to follow.
We got a rifle squad here taking shots off at this triple vet combat pioneer, and the other rifle squad on the munition point is retreating through the S-mines, taking tons of damage.
It was so close, and the Osttruppen comes in. The Osttruppen, they try to finish off the Vet 2 rifle. Vet 3 Osttruppen.
He's gonna run around the hedge.
Yes. Oh, the Panther's
Some nice micro by Jesulin here to delay the retreat a little bit. He's running through. He might get away. Panther chasing. Vet 2 rifle squad running for his life.
Incredibly lucky rifleman getting away there.
He got really lucky on that one. Jesulin's MGs holding the right side here. Being this, by the way, I just want to point out this half-track micro has been wonderful. It's really kept Jesulin on the field. It's been a necessity. This strategy here of just stalling for field presence with these Osttruppen. Two triple vet rifles moving in on the Osttruppen on the left.
Panther snipes one model.
Get forced off. Yeah.
Yeah, the half track is pretty much everywhere where he needs reinforcements. He's really moving it a lot. That's really good play.
Yeah, I mean, despite the fact that both of these players are using strategies that require a ton of micro, really haven't seen too many mistakes. This has been a really well played game by both sides. Easy 8. Moving in on this half track. The pack is taking shots now. It's going to force it to back off. Again, you see Jesulin positioning his units extremely well, covering their weaknesses. And it looks like we lost a squad at, I think it was the Osttruppen squad.
Yeah, the Osttruppen at the western fuel. Yeah, he lost it to Rifleman. It's a bit of a shame because it was Vet 3, and yeah, at the same time we got the machine tech to lieutenant, not lieutenant, captain. So he has a captain on the field, and he's now building an AT gun, which is probably a good choice against the Panther.
Back-teching, okay.
Yeah.
And this Easy 8 is in trouble. You can see he's going to back away. Jesulin's not going to risk his Panther to try and kill that thing with the major covering it. Sorry, the captain covering it. VP's still in the machine's favor, but only slightly. Jesulin now has control over the 2 VPs. He's only down by 65 VPs roughly. Jesulin is up to 120 fuel, so we'll see if he goes with a second Panther or maybe a Broombar. A Broombar might be useful. He's got a ton of infantry on the field, and actually it fares pretty well against American armor. Does quite a bit of damage and penetrates fairly reliably against American armor, so we'll have to see.
Yeah,
a couple infantry squads running directly into a Vet 2 MG42 get suppressed almost immediately.
Yeah, I just concerning that backtake, I just want to quote a clan mate. One of our guys just asked another one if it's viable to backtake if you face like heavy German armor, Panthers, Tigers, whatever. If it's okay to deal with that, and he said, well, let me ask you this: what are you gonna do without it? It's kind of needed, yeah.
If you're struggling for fuel, which I mean, It's almost all. It's having a manpower-based AT gun is pretty much essential,
Yeah, you kind of
unless you're
need that.
really confident with your Jackson Micro.
Yes. Yeah, we got a second AT gun out by Machine, so he's really getting up together some anti-tank to back up his Sherman, and we also always see their mate going down to the, I think it was the Peg or the Panther, I
Oh,
don't
yeah, it
remember.
was the pack, I think.
Yeah. Also,
Ma-
yeah, Jesulin might have been a bit lucky. Maybe it was the mate was pretty close to hit the mine on out of control.
Yeah, that would have been. Oh, that would have been
Yeah,
really
what a waste.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Look, we got Railway already going down again on this position, hoping to hit one of the AT guns. He'll have to get lucky. The machine is repositioning. Shots going down right where the smoke landed. Never seems to hit where you want it.
Yeah.
Looks like it's got a flamer upgrade on the half track, which is wonderful.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
mean, why
really
not?
cool.
You got all those extra munitions. You might as well put a little firepower on your mobile reinforce point. That's awesome. I love that.
Yes, and especially if you have like your opponent harassing the flanks that much with only riflemen, even if they have 18-8s, you can just get at the flamer to stop them. That's a good decision in my opinion.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see him tech that a little earlier. He could have,
Yeah.
really maybe had a little more aggression in the mid game with it. Now there is just action all over the place. This Panther is forcing off a rifle squad. Machine gun crew goes down to the Easy 8 on the right side. Again, the map is still basically even. We've got another Panther being teched by Jesulin, but no real infantry units on the field. He's still sticking with his Osttroop and his combat engineers, or his,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, his pioneers.
We got exactly the opposite on the US side. The machine has so many infantry squads, it's insane. I mean, he still has all of his 5 riflemen, which 4 of them are now on vet 3. The lieutenant is on vet 3, so he got a lot of vet on all his main infantry, and he also has the major, the rear echelon still, which are on vet 2 with 5 men. He just captain MG. He has the captain. He's just. It's insane how much infantry he has on the field. It's so. That must be so hard to micro, to be honest.
Yeah, especially when you're not blobbing them all
Yeah.
in one area.
Yeah.
The flag track is moving in on double vetted riflemen on the left side here on this fuel.
Yeah.
He's
I
got
mean,
both flamers going to town on.
yeah. I love to see how he just drives in the middle of them and says, "Yeah, you'll both get my flames." But it goes down.
Oh, and a grenade!
Oh, the
He's
grenade
throwing
finished
grenades
it
at the
off.
half track.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What a
I don't
shame.
think
Vet
Jesulin
2.
was expecting that.
Yeah, that was. It's a shame, yeah. Double 18 and then the nade.
Oh,
Nice
that
move
hero
though,
half track.
finishing with the nade. That's cool.
Yeah, it was a little greedy. 2
Yeah.
double vet rifle squads with only a flame fire, only a flame track, but with no support. But I love that mobile reinforce point.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, to be honest, I think Jesulin might have to take up and get not take up, but get some kind of anti-infantry units, because he has 2 Panthers now, but there's basically just one Easy 8 at the moment to counter. So what he really would need is probably some kind of, like you said, Boomba or something like that to just get on all this infantry.
Yeah, I would like to see him. I mean, he has the AT that he needs. He's
Yeah.
got this fuel to munitions transfer. Why not spam S mines? You know, just the machine is playing this strategy where he's harassing all over the map. If you can impede his movement and drain manpower with the excess of munitions that you have, that could be extremely viable in terms of countering this kind of spread the field play that we're seeing here.
Yeah, we also, I mean, we have only one minesweeper on machine's side. He wouldn't be able to clear the mines all over the field if he's placing them in several spots. But I think, did Jesulin replace the half track? I think so, right?
Yeah, he did. Immediately rebuilt it.
Yeah.
It seems to be a linchpin unit for his strategy here, and we have a huge push of riflemen, vetted riflemen, moving into the middle here. He's
Also
backing
bazookas.
away his support units. MG is facing a little bit to the flanks. It's going to be in danger here. We got a grenade going down on this triple vet MG,
It's,
and the rest of the squad
yeah,
is
it's behind the hedge.
What the hell?
Whatever. I I don't know how that's possible, but somehow he saved his MG doing that.
Oh, and it's triple vet and it's going to get away here. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we also got the Panther on that too, which is just a huge buff in concern of armor again.
Yeah, 2 Panthers on the field dealing with all these riflemen. Not exactly doing the work that he wants. The MG is decent against rifles, but it's definitely not a hard counter. The Easy 8 taking shots off on the Panther. And we're seeing a lot of aggressive movement from the Machine now. He's starting to pick up some momentum, and really, he's got his AT guns. He's got a really nice combined arms force here, and Jesulin has slowly been whittled down. He's now down to 1 MG, 2 Ostrupen, and 2 Pioneers. So the late game is starting to struggle against all these vetted riflemen.
Yeah. We also see the Machine getting some upgrades on his rifleman now. He starts to equip at least one of them with bazookas to get something else against the Panthers. And he also has enough resources now, enough manpower and fuel to get another Easy 8.
The capture point is under attack.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't even know if I would bother getting a hard AT to deal with these Panthers, because you're kind of just playing into Jesulin's hand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, the Panthers don't really have something to counter except the one Easy 8 on the field. And yeah, you would just give him something to counter, some food, if you get another Easy 8 now. That's probably true. So he decided to get a Jackson.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I somehow feel like since the recent patch, the Jackson sometimes has a much harder time penetrating the Panther from the front.
Oh yeah. That Panther buff was nothing to scoff at.
Yeah.
Especially once it gets vet too. It's really beefy.
Where's the
More railway?
Where is the railway out again? Oh, there we go.
Mid munition point.
Yeah. I see.
Not
okay.
really gonna hit anything.
Yeah, I mean, if you would think about what he could have done with all these resources spent on the railway RT, I mean, if you would put that into S-mines or whatever.
Tellers?
Yeah, tellers. Maybe, I don't know, some LMG.
A P-Grand
guns.
squad
Yeah,
with a Shrek, perhaps. Grenades. He doesn't really have grenades because he'd have grenadiers. I think as Ostrupen, one of the major goals should be finding a way to utilize that field munitions transfer.
Yeah.
We got a Nebelwerfer on the field. A Panzerwerfer.
Yes. And the Jackson and
Immediately.
the Jackson and
yeah.
the Jackson and the Sherman are engaging the Panther, but the second one comes to back up. I totally missed that Panzerwerfer.
Yeah, he just fired around the middle and it got 3 kills. Not a ton of, didn't do all that much, but again was almost a max range barrage. Got a Panther facing off against the Easy 8 and the Jackson.
Jackson, oh, AT gun coming in, Vet 2, Blitzkrieg, he needs to get out of there.
No.
Oh, that's really close. Wow, there's basically no health left. Yeah,
That Jackson, man.
Yeah.
When it penetrates, packs
Yes.
a punch.
And the Easy 8 has Vet 3 now, so nothing to make jokes on.
Wow.
But
Gives
at
a
the same
crazy rate
time,
of fire at Vet 3.
yeah. But at the same time, Double Panther with the Double Vet is really fun to play against it as well.
Yeah, this is gonna be. Ooh, we're gonna see. This is gonna be a battle of wits, because both of these are long-range bruisers. I mean, the tanks, the Panther's more of a bruiser. The Jackson's more of a sniper. You can see that Jackson moving in for a flank on the Panther.
Oh,
Getting
yeah.
some. I mean, really. This is max range shots here on that side armor.
But he's really doing a lot of damage when he's penetrating. Takes off like, what was that, 20-30% damage. That was really good.
Yeah.
Probably the right call getting out of Jackson instead of another Easy 8.
So we're starting to see some S-mines go down. Machine's doing a good job of sweeping them on the left side. He also has S-mines on the munitions that he laid a while ago.
Oh yeah.
He's up to 140 more munitions, so maybe more tellers or S-mines. He's converting more fuel to munitions because clearly he doesn't need any more AT.
Yeah, it's... The only thing you might get is like a Broomba, but the thing is, a Broomba is against bazookas, the Captain, Jackson. There's a lot of stuff that can actually deal pretty good with the Broomba if it comes together. So, yeah.
Another max range barrage from the Panzerwerfer kills 2 models. Again, You know, one thing that's to note about the Panzerwerfer is you can really use it to concentrate. It's not really as effective if you use like a Katyusha at max range area denial, but if you get it to either medium or even minimum range, you can like snipe units before they even know what happened to them.
Yeah.
It's a little riskier, but you're gonna get a lot more mileage out of it if you do it that way.
I also have to say I really like the vet bonus on the re-echelons with that they get a additional squad member with vet 2. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Nice
that's
idea.
always been one of my favorite interesting vet abilities.
Yeah.
Not sure what they're planning on doing here. A little bit like, oh god!
Oh yeah.
Here. We gotta get the fuck out of Dodge.
You sure we had the right moving order, Captain? Or
You really want us to go there? We got these double vet panthers back up to full health.
beautiful.
That lovely skin moving towards the middle of the field. See what Jesulin has in mind here.
Losing a capture point.
Yeah. He
This
also
is
he seems like I missed that he lost his first AT gun in the middle somehow. Yeah. But he replaced it as it seems, so he still has crazy amount of anti-tank.
Ooh, got an MG42 captured by the machine.
Yeah.
The Easy 8 is taking shots. Railway already going down on that MG. Triple vet Easy 8 taking shots off on the Panther. Panther is really probably has the advantage here, but it's supported by the rifleman.
Oh, there we go. 18-8 in.
go.
I don't know if there's something to finish it off. Probably not, but yeah, he definitely has to retreat with that one. The
The
machine
smoke's
is...
actually going to cover his retreat. Oh, he's moving up with Jackson.
Oh, but the Jackson's caught up by the
no.
Peg and the Panther. That's not looking
Oh
good for
no.
it. Oh, come on.
There's if it gets out of this one. Oh,
Out
Jason,
of-
please
out
finish
of-
him.
out
There
of
he
control.
goes.
There we go, yeah.
Oh, he runs right into the pole.
At the same time,
Yeah.
we have the machine floating some resources. He has a pretty much 600 manpower now and over 250 fuel, but he's getting another Jackson, so yeah, that's kind of where he spends his resources in. Probably a good call.
Yeah, this Panther, even if this double vet is really having a hard time making progress against the combination of the Captain, Easy 8, and the AT gun.
Yeah.
And at this point in the game, without any infantry that can kind of stand on their own, Jesulin's having a really hard time doing anything but just harassing. The MGs are obviously extremely strong once they get vet, but he's only down to one of them. Panthers don't have that much anti-infantry capability, and the Pioneers, again, really can't step to him. So this is just, I mean, Jesulin's kind of forced to just harass at this point.
Yeah, the machine lost a rifleman. I'm not really sure where it was. I think it was on the left side at the munitions. But yeah, I mean it was a triple vet rifleman, but he could easily call that in, call another one in by his doctrine. But I don't think he actually really needs a fifth rifleman at this point.
Yeah, this first Panther that hit the field is now almost vet 3. 2 vet 3 Panthers would be something I have never seen in this game before.
Yeah. That's definitely the ultimate fear of armor, facing triple vet Panthers. That's pretty much the overkill.
We're starting to see this game develop in in a way that a lot of games on Longra tend to. They get drawn out, super long. It's hard to triple cap.
Yeah.
Start getting these defensive lines set up, and indirect fire starts becoming a factor. This Panzerwerfer is kind of having trouble here. On 7 kills and 3 barrages, not really doing the work that he wants against the mobile riflemen.
Yeah, we also got the machine building up his own private army of tanks now. He got two Jacksons, one of them triple vet, and not 2 Jacksons, 2. I'm sorry, two
Easy 8s?
2 Easy 8s, yeah. And one of them was triple vet, but then he moved out the vehicle crew and put it in the Jackson, which is now triple vet.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's a cool move. I don't think
Wow.
I've ever seen that before. That's really good.
That is a wonderful play.
Yeah.
Now we'll see keep an eye on that Jackson.
Yeah,
See what
I
he does with
really
that.
like that. Yeah, but we also got the second Sherman now, so he has 3 tanks on the
Ooh.
field. Yeah.
Penetrating that Panther at max range, just doing tons of damage.
That was probably something Jesulin didn't expect, to see a vet-free Jackson suddenly. Could I imagine?
Yeah,
It's,
that's something the developers have been talking about for so long. Hey,
Yeah.
if you want this tank to be vetted, you just swap the vehicle crew.
yeah.
Finally getting to see it in action. It's the first time I've ever seen it.
Yeah, and you can just get whatever you need if you want to have some a really good anti-infantry tank. Put the vetted crew in the Sherman. If you just need
Ooh.
suddenly anti-tank, put it in the Jackson.
Man, look at that damage. That poke from that Jackson is brutal.
Yeah.
The Jesulin is impressively still managing to hold nearly 50% of the map against vetted riflemen with only Ostrov, and there's something to be said for that, because that is not easy to do. It's both a testament to the buff that the Ostrov have received and Jesulin's ability to manage his units. This Panzerwerfer barrage, got a little unlucky. He almost wiped that rifle squad in the middle.
Yeah.
House going off on the Easy 8 on the right.
I tried the Panzerwerfer a couple of times recently, and I always ended up feeling like it didn't really hit anything. I don't know. Maybe I'm just using it wrong, but somehow I don't know, a bit disappointed. Unless I used it against.
Oh my
people
god, look
again.
at this Jackson.
Line just got cut off.
Doing so much damage. Anytime he wants to force that Panther off, just move it into range, fire one shot, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, and then it takes really long to repair it.
This isn't the OKW where you got the sick repair rates of those Stern Pioneers.
Yeah. Yeah, we also don't have something fancy like a repair truck, but yeah. Oh, looks like that MG is going to be flanked. Gets an 18-8 in, an 8 in on the left. Triple that MG down to one man. Oh, that's really close. But he gets out there.
Bazooka's firing left and right. Looks like he's gonna escape with just a sliver of health.
Yeah.
Interesting that the machine's decided not to rebuild and then made Scott.
Yeah.
I would have been, it'd been nice to see. He's got, really the pack and the MG is the linchpin of this strategy. I feel like if you can take out that triple vet MG in the pack, it's all going to crumble like a house of cards.
Yeah.
Again, the two Panthers, I guess we shouldn't underestimate their capabilities.
Yeah, the bazookas just keep bouncing off the front armor. The captain has a hard time penetrating it. Oh, there we go. One penetrating hit, the other one bounces again. But here comes the triple vet Jackson.
There's
wow.
that Jackson. Oh my lord.
So much damage.
He's getting aggressive now.
Yeah, he's going for it. Looks like it.
Oh,
Wow, one more hit and it's done.
probably gonna get away.
I think did he use ground attack? That was really
he
close.
missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must have used ground attack. I don't know how he would have had line of sight on that far.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really close for Jesulin's.
Good grief! I've never seen. I didn't realize Triple Bet Jackson was just so nasty.
Yeah.
Not something you see every day. They're so fragile.
So much. Yeah, but the damage output is just, if you manage to keep them out of, let's say, AT gun range, they are just doing insane damage against all kind of vehicles. Also, that
More railway already going down. This time on the AT gun annihilates the unmanned AT gun.
Yeah, there you go.
Dean is trying to put the nail in the coffin, decamping this victory point on the left. Jesulin, I get the feeling, has just been clawing to keep his way. Managed to stay in this game with only Ostrov.
Yeah, the Panther is triple vet now, so that's something to notice. But yeah, the lack of let's say real infantry is really noticeable.
Ooh, these Easy 8s, they're going for the kill.
They
want that
probably,
pack dead.
Yeah, there we go. 18 on the recruit. And the Jackson, oh, it misses. Oh, I think it uses the, is it using, it's using the armor-piercing rounds, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. They look kind of cool.
Good lord. That long-range snipe. Covered by the Easy 8s, definitely really strong.
Yeah.
Late game.
It's really,
destroys the pack.
Jesulin is pushed back really hard now.
Huh.
Just
oh man.
stand up.
Jesulin is now building a third Panther.
Oh wow.
Oh, this is going to be it. I mean, it's going to come down to sort of the last final armor engagement here. Two triple vet Panther, double vet Panther, and a vanilla Panther squaring off against an Easy 8 and a Jackson. Woo! Backed up by a triple vet M1. by the way, which is, again, the range on that thing is insane. So if you use that Vet 1 ability, that's what makes that AT gun, is the range.
Panther for going in right at the AT gun, but it missed again.
Look at the scatter on that,
yeah.
good lord. Just
Wow, but the
abysmal.
AT gun snipes too, man. It has 4
Oh.
kills, which are pretty much only Austruppen.
Anti-infantry tank gun.
Yeah.
So here we go. They're gearing up, man. He's getting his Panthers repaired. He's almost back to full health with all 3 of them. The machine is doing the same. CZ8's getting back up to full health. Oh, Bazooka kills 3 goddamn Austruppen models. Look at that, good lord.
I mean, it's pretty interesting to see that the machine he has still over 500 manpower, although he has like so much infantry to reinforce, but somehow his manpower isn't really drained because Jesulin, yeah, he's not able with his infantry or his armor to drain the manpower to really threaten the infantry, I guess.
We've got a railway arty strike going in.
Looks like he's going in with all of his Panthers. That looks like it. Double Vet Panther almost down.
Oh, they're focusing that double vet that's leading the charge.
It's triple vet, but out of control. The captain right into the ambulance. Oh man. Second Panther out of control. Oh, this is not looking good for Jason.
This Jackson is kiting beautifully. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just, those Panthers never had a chance.
There we go. GG, well played.
They just, ooh, wow.
Wow.
I think it's safe to say the hero of that game, that triple vet Jackson.
Yeah.
Good grief. That damage. Wow, what a game. 45 minutes of just intense action back and forth. My goodness.
Yeah, that was some really interesting play to watch. Really good.
I think Jesulin recognized that if he didn't take out that Jackson, it was going to be he was fighting an uphill battle. He went all in at the end. You know, is with he put his eggs in the Austruppen's basket, and you know, late in the game, just had a hard time competing with those riflemen, but a really impressive performance from both players. That was, wow. The level of micro that took from both sides was not something that I could pull off. I'll just say that.
Yeah, that was really impressive, especially all the infantry on the side of machine, but also all the squads on Jesulin's side moving all around the flanks, all the harassments. That was really fun to watch.
Now, well played game by both sides. I think we'll wrap it up with that.
Yeah.
Well played. Thank you, Machine, for sending us that replay. It was a joy to watch. I watched maybe the first 20 minutes of it on Jesulin's stream before I started falling asleep. It was like 4 in the morning. I was rooting for you. No idea what was going to happen, but yeah, very well played by both sides. So I think that does it for us.
Yeah, I think we're done with that. One final point I want to mention is something I forgot in our last cast. I wanted to mention Sheepy, a member of our clan who actually created the intro. You should have seen the last video and before this video. So yeah, thanks to Sheepy for creating that. It's a really nice intro video, I think.
Yep. Alrighty, guys. Appreciate you watching. Tune in next time.
Yeah. See you next time.